It kind of feels weird doing a Ray Fosse video with these videos since they're usually pretty silly. And you can't really be silly about losing Ray, but kind of seems weird not to acknowledge it, especially when you guys know me and you know me from Twitter and you know I'm kind of a fan. It's not like my profile picture is him and me and my pinned tweet is about him and I got unnecessarily angry at like every more recent ball player who occasionally replaced him on telecasts in recent years. But the thing is, I don't think that's just me. We all really love Ray, and I think that probably the biggest illustration of that is the fact that within a few hours of him passing away, so many people had messaged me, friends, family members, and of course Ace Twitter members about how they'd actually been crying about it, and I'm the same way, which seems like so weird because that's like the sort of stuff that should be reserved for people that you know in your real life, not, you know, somebody that you may have crossed paths with at the ballpark a few times, snapped a picture with, or maybe even just knew exclusively from broadcast. But Ray was just different. Those of us who are like really big A's fans, and if you're so hungry for A's content that you're actually watching my videos, you obviously are one too. We watch like a lot of the games each season, especially for those of us who are not fans from Oakland, and then fans who live in Oakland, but you know, you can't go to the game all the time. It can be kind of expensive and you got other stuff to do. So if you are that type of fan, it's probably reasonable to assume that you had him on in your living room for 3+ hours a day and 7+ hours if they were playing the Angels, at least 100 times every year. I mean, that's an awful lot of him being in our homes, and his voice listening to all those games has helped us get more excited about great seasons and be somewhat happy during terrible seasons, and always have hope that we might actually pull out a game that was a close one, or even if it wasn't that close. And listening to that voice has helped us become better A's fans, believe in the team even more than we already do, become more well-rounded in our baseball knowledge, and honestly just kind of laugh like a bunch, especially about his food obsession. That Eclair video has been making the rounds the last few days, and if you do not laugh about that, you are far too serious. He also bridged the gap between generations of A's fans, because the reason that my grandma was a huge fan was because back when he played for the A's, she was like old enough to be his mom, but he came into her work and she was so excited that he had come in and she just wanted to talk baseball with him. And so she did, and Ray, being the kind of guy that he was, very kindly obliged, and they had a good baseball chat. And so my mom really loved him because he was nice to her mom. And my favorite mom memory with him is the last time that we went to games with my mom was in 2013, because after that her breast cancer spread to her bones and stadium seating was like way too uncomfortable for her. But the last game that we went to was a really hot one, so she and my dad had kind of stayed under the overhang because we were in the second deck in the infield. And my mom wanted to show me this picture that she took after the game. She was so excited about it. And when she showed it to me, it was this like zoomed in sort of like voyeuristic image of Ray Fosse in the broadcast booth, and I was like, Mom, you creeper. But I totally loved it. It kind of makes me sad that that's a good memory, but now both of the people involved in it are also now a memory. My dad also fangirled like a bunch of times that he saw him at the stadium, whether it was like one game that we went to was honoring one of the 70s World Series teams, and one time he caught like a brief glimpse of him when we were sitting in Diamond Level that one game. But whose dad has not completely fangirled over Ray Fosse, so that's probably not all that exciting. And this video is going kind of long. So I just wanted to say to Ray, thanks for the memories, the passion for the A's that you helped instill in us even further, and for being such a likable guy who brings families together, even if you didn't even know that's what you were doing. And thanks for taking a picture with me at Fan Appreciation Day a few years ago. It will always be a cherished memory. And for his loved ones, thank you for sharing your Ray with us all these years. We've really appreciated it.